So we do want to play first.
Yes.
It's been a while since we got to play first.
We do not want a mulligan.
Yeah. And we're off to the races.
Seriously, Wizards. Like, fix that. It's so awkward.
Uh,
Let me toggle it.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, some of us are dumb, and we click things pretty hastily.
Anyway, so we're shaking off the last game.
Yep.
Gargomazoa was very good for him. The Vatican Dismisser was very good for him. And I don't think we made any real misplays there, and just one of those games that does happen, where your one player or the other gets much better creatures. And so far, we'd been the one doing that, but that time we got wrecked. So we got Sky Hunter Prowler to his Sen's Hair. Sen's Hair is essentially just a 1/1. Sky Hunter Prowler is a flying vigilance.
Ooh, he's going to click us.
He gets Vendilion Click, which is a 3/1 flyer. Its enter the battlefield ability doesn't matter because it says non-land, and the land replaces itself. So
let's see. We get a 2/2 flyer, and we get to pump our dudes, which is great because it screws all kinds of combat stuff.
So I was going to say that we should attack with the Sky Hunter Prowler because it has flying and vigilance and just trade it with the Vendilion Click. But now that we've got this guy that can pump him, we just want to pass, and our opponent will presumably attack us with the click, and we will take the 3, and then from then on out he just cannot block, he cannot trade.
Yep. Abyssal Persecutor.
Or he gets that guy.
Now
that guy's good.
That is a guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played against Abyssal Persecutor here on Momir.
He's kind of rough. You do eventually need to find a way to get rid of him, but that will happen if the game goes long enough. And the fact that you've got this 6/6 that your opponent can't. So what's going to happen is we're going to get to a point in the game where we're at negative life. Like, that's going to happen, and we're not going to be able to attack into him ever.
Let's look at this Cross's Attendant. It's 3/3 sack, and it gets some mana. It looks like Iron Man.
Yeah. So all the attendants, you pay 1, sack it, you get 3 mana. So they accelerate you directly to the 8-drop. They add 2 mana to your pool. So instead of hitting a 6, you hit an 8.
Is that the sort of thing we should be doing? We got to catch up to his Persecutor.
Generally, and one of the ways, one of our outs. Oh, that's really strange. He didn't attack with his Persecutor. He should have. There's no way that that's right, because we can't kill his Persecutor.
Right.
And he wants to capitalize on it. Let's get a second forest out there, and so we're gonna go ahead and sack the attendant because he's not doing anything for us on the ground.
Right.
And use that to jump right up to 8s. And it'd be nice if we got a flyer that invalidated his Persecutor before we went to negative life.
Yep. And that is not going to do it.
Yep. The Mayogen of Cleansing Fire is essentially just a 4/6 for us because we didn't cast it from our hands, and so we don't get a divinity counter on it. It's not indestructible, and you can't destroy all other creatures or anything like that. It's a fine body. It's one of the less exciting 8-drops. I'm still really perplexed by him not attacking with the Persecutor.
Well, we will find out if he has wised up to the come and get us. There we go. He must have heard us talking.
He must have. So, this Mayogen, the nice thing is it blocks Phyrexian Hulk. That's fine. So we're definitely going to hit our 7 here, and I think we get in with the Sky Hunter Prowler. Well, so we definitely attack with the Sky Hunter Prowler, and the question is...
we get Oknar Warrior, 5/7 Vigilance, and Trample, I think, right?
So we can attack Vigilance and Trample, yeah. So we can attack with the Mayogen and the Sky Hunter Prowler. He actually doesn't have any good blocks that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Um, the Sarah Advocate, so abilities like the Sarah Advocate that give you a bonus in combat are really, really valuable because it makes attacking and blocking really painful for your opponent.
Yep. Plus, you get to, you still get to have value out of your 4-drop long into the game.
It's true. It's true. So he just chumps with the Sun's hair. Gosh, we're still at a point that like if we hit a flyer next turn, we can trade for the Abyssal Persecutor. So I don't think we want to pump and let him get in with the Vendilion Click.
Right.
So we do the one. And now like we've got two big guys.
Let's see what 7 he gets. Ooh, Ancient Hellkite. Another.
He's gotten all the hits from the recent sets. So, and the good news is because he's got this Abyssal Persecutor out,
he can't win the game.
Isn't necessarily going to win him the game. He also only has 3 red. Yeah, we're in for a rough one.
All right.
Sweepers off the top would be great.
I always like to call for him because
time to sweep the leg.
It's some rough scenario that the Sweepers doesn't get you out of. That is not going to do it.
Yeah, Axelrod Gunnarsson, I mean, like, it's 5/5 trample. Also, if he kills a creature in combat, you gain a life and your opponent loses a life. So we're gonna get in there with these guys again. Try to beat him down before he gets the Abyssal Persecutor. Before he gets us to negative and can leave the Abyssal Persecutor up. The other good thing about these guys is like neither of them kills the Persecutor.
Right.
The Oknar Warrior, he can't kill with the Persecutor by itself.
Right.
And like
we get into this awkward state where we'll get into negative and we can't kill the Persecutor, but we still have to try to kill our opponent.
Yeah. And one interesting thing, even if we get to our opponent or get our opponent to 0 life in the same combat step that we kill the Abyssal Persecutor, we actually lose the game before the Persecutor goes to the graveyard and he loses the game. Or no, sorry.
It goes to the graveyard, we lose the game, and then he would have lost the game.
Yeah. So he is double blocking with the Click and the Hulk, which is fine. We're going to bonus the Myogen so that we can kill the Click, and like he's probably going to kill the Advocate anyways. So I guess that's fine order. And we want to bonus that guy.
Get pumped.
Not in great shape. So what is his plan going to be? So
what's the wording on Hellkite? It's if it's attacking. Is that correct? So we don't actually get a chance to even block.
That's true. So if he attacked with both of his creatures, he can kill the Prowler before blocks and put us to negative. If he does that, we get back in for 12. So he opts to attack with the Hellkite. If he gives us the chance, we're definitely going to chump with the Prowler here. He doesn't, but that also means that he's not going to hit his 8-drop here, which is fine.
And we're also not going to go negative, so that's still good.
Yeah,
so we can still hit a big old flyer.
We can still Cataract Leviathan. We can still hit Hoverguard Sweepers and survive this.
Yep. I mean, I think White Achroma is still good, right?
Yeah. And he may be thinking about trying to trade off the Persecutor for less life loss here. Oh, Scoria Elemental.